Hello everybody, First Month is here. Finally, I'm going to shoot this video which I promised you at least 1 year ago, and it is about this SOG CrossGrip. Very small pliers, and that's it in general. So just few details. It weighs 54 grams or 1.9 ounces, and I got some details here to tell you. It's this one. It's about that, and I'll just read you very fast what they said. It's constructed of polished stainless steel, weight 1.9 ounces, which is true. I checked that, and measuring 3.6 inches opened. It comes with vinyl pocket sheath, which is somewhere, I don't know where. I got it for 3 years, I guess, at least. And stainless split ring that can be attached to the lanyard loop for attachment to a keychain, which I'll show you later. New in box with instruction booklet. CrossGrip features 12 everyday essentials that include pliers, grippers, knife blade, and 2.5 inches plain edge, wire cutter, small and medium flat screwdrivers, nail file cleaner, a bottle opener, and Phillips screwdrivers. That's it. So that's the description. So, and now I'll show you this one. So we got those pliers and some I don't know, so these jaws which can cut something. I never used that. So for the first time, I'd like to tell you why I bought this one. It was only and because of those pliers. I don't care and didn't care or haven't cared before that about the other tools. I don't care because I got lots of knives and the other stuff. I just simply wanted to have some stronger pliers than are, for example, I got these Ruika here, but like my work champs Victorinox, stronger than these. The cutting part is much bigger. I mean, the portion is much bigger than on here. Here's 2 millimeters, maybe 2.5 millimeters here, but here I got 5 millimeters, so I can theoretically cut through some light wire, soft wire, I guess, definitely. So that was the point. So I didn't care about all the tools, but of course I'll show you. I actually haven't used that, only those pliers. So we've got these 3 tools. So we got the blade, which they promised, and this is, they said 2.5 inches, which I don't believe, absolutely not. I got this one here. The measuring, I haven't checked that, but no way, guys, no way. 2 inches maximum. I don't know. Just see how small this is. This should be 2.5 inches. I don't care. I don't think so. If that will be 5 centimeters, so about 2 inches, that's all right. But not 6.5 centimeters. No way. Anyway, we got these tweezers and we got this flat screwdriver, which is functional. Even the blade is, but I don't know what a steel is. You heard that, so I don't know what a steel is. That I've never used it, and I don't have intention to use it. These tweezers, by the way, have not any like curved the angle here, so these are like completely flat, so they just working like this one. That must be okay. You got it there. That's it. Don't say anything about that. So we've got the small flat screwdriver and bottle opener. We've got the, did they say Phillips? Did they say Phillips screwdriver? Because there is not one. Yeah, they said Phillips screwdriver, but to be honest, I don't know where. Okay, let's carry on. So this is the nail cleaner and the file just on one side, not here. And okay, I got it. So this should be the Phillips. By the way, there is no any locking mechanism. It's just like that. So you can move it up and down just at your will. So, and there is the loop, by the way. You can attach to your keychain. Anyway, so this should be the Phillips, they said, because there is the cross. You see that cross ring, and how they came into that this is Phillips, I don't know. But this, this is kind of fluffy or floppy, how you say that, just moves around. So in general, I don't care. Yeah, there are those two screwdrivers, which, okay, can be used. As I said, I never use that. Okay, I can use on travel. I can use this nail cleaner and everything like that. But anyway, as I said, I don't care about the other stuff. It's there, okay. And for the 54 grams, it's absolutely okay. So these are the pliers. As you see, these are spring-loaded. The grip is relatively okay. The hardest task which I did with these, it was this one. So I got this, I used this screw to screw something, it doesn't matter what. But there is the female screw. There is that kind of glue. I don't know how they say it, how they call it. But when you try to attach it there, so you can do it a few times, and now you stop. So it secures. It's like a spring washer or something like that. It secures that if you got it somewhere there, so it won't lose that fast. So there is a Torx 15, which is suited for this one. So, and it was somewhere here. So that was kind of hard, and because I did it like here in the room. Of course, I got a workshop where I got lots of other tools, but I said, okay, I'll do it here. So I said, which pliers I use, and I got this one on my under my monitor. So I said, okay, I take this one. I will try them, because that will be for first time to do something harder than do some very, very light things. So I grabbed this one like this, relatively strong, and then I use the screw here. And because sometimes, because I try to be gentle to those pliers, so sometimes the angles lose and it starts to move around. So I really try to squeeze it, and I finished the task. Pliers survived, so I was all right. So this is the hardest part. So I haven't expected that I can use that much of press on it, because these are really small. These are really small, guys. Even maybe it doesn't look like that, but these are really small for two fingers. Okay, for three if I'm really close. So these are really small. So I say, oh, okay, I have to be careful about that because I don't want to destroy it. By the way, see how the jaws works. They are generally closed. They're generally closed all together, guys. All together. No something, like they are not. No. They move here. That's interesting. They move here, the mechanism, but not the jaws itself. So that's the jaw sits there in opposite sides. So that's great. And you might see here. I don't know. I try to give it the hang. Yeah. So they're nicely tight. Sits together like properly, I would say. Yes. So that was the maximum pressure for that what I used. So again, this is what I will, and now show you some comparison, because if I was thinking about that this SOG is these pliers on the SOG are like small. Now you can decide. And I would Leatherman charge here. And now you can say what the small means. This is 240 or 260 grams, so definitely about 9 ounces, about. This is somewhere it was about 8. Oh, no. I forget that. About 6.5, and this is 1.9. Is it possible? Yeah, it's about, yeah, it could be like that. So anyway, see the weight and of course the size of that. Of course, how useful the other tool is, or other tools are, because there is many of them there. So not so, I don't want to compare, because of course the best is here on the Leatherman, the knife and saw and everything like that. This is all right. That's what I said about. But this is all right for those pliers, I said. So if I can have something like that on my chain, and I forget, by the way, the price. It was about $30, 25, something like that. So for in my country, because it's of course is imported, for reasonable price, I would say. Not cheap, but definitely it's all right. The next tool, company Next Tool, makes new Mini Pro, something like that, which will be which is in my size now, but this one will probably, as a pliers only, much lighter choice. Cheaper probably, but because the other tools, I don't want to compare price now, because those will be probably more valuable. But these pliers are all right, and I bought it, as I said, only because of those pliers, because I can put them somewhere into my backpack, somewhere where I got chest pack or something like that. Just put there, because it's very light, very small, and still pliers. So okay, this was I showed you the comparison, by the way, just the size comparison of that. A multifunctional knife, as I said, Victorinox standard size. See the thickness. And as a just comparison again, for kind of known folder, this Cold Steel Recon 1, when closed, see that, and when opened, this is like toy compared to that. So the question was, you can still buy them. I think they don't make them anymore. They don't have them. I've checked the page. They don't have them on the SOG page now, so I think these are discontinued, and they don't make them. As I said, they don't make them again or anymore, but you still can buy them. I've seen them in a couple of stores. So the question, if you want to buy this one, SOG, which is still available, I mean in produce, and this is still available, but when they will sell them off, all of them, then probably there will be no of these. For the price, yeah, this one was 2.5, 3 times more expensive than this one. Of course, this is more valuable. I like the pocket clip, as I said. There is nothing like that, but I can attach it to my keychain. But my keychain is heavy because I got plenty of keys on that, so that will be even heavier. But I've got it here, as I said, like handy tool if I just need to take something pull. And now I'm not that worried to use them for kind of harder use compared to the size. So again, see, this is moving, but when you grip something, it holds. So when you squeeze, it stays there. So it's absolutely all right. The other tools, yeah, it's okay, it's there. If that will be cheaper, if they don't put anything else there, just those pliers, I don't know what will be the change of the price. Of course, some weight, maybe it will be about 15 grams lighter, but I don't care. 54 is anyway, yeah, you feel that it's okay. So my recommendation for this one, that's why I bought it, yes, as somehow backup pliers, small pliers, if you want to have, if you want to carry something like it. This probably I will, okay, break the knife, because, you know, let's say if I travel, I got only backpack with me, not the big one, so and I want to have something like this, if not scissors. So this could be all right, because if there will be no the knife, then I got the pliers, I got some, you know, file and something to do some hygiene around, and I got the pliers, which can be handy, which I need to pull something, you know, too tight knot or something like this, so simply understand. So this is generally all right, and I think I can recommend it, especially if you buy it under $20. In my eyes, it's cheap compared to what price we have here. That's important, right? So it's not cheap, but you know what I mean. But there's plenty options. SOG, Leatherman does some small Gerber, the next to, and there is plenty of small pliers, maybe better than this one. The question is if cheaper. But this is absolutely all right. I'm glad I bought this one, to be honest. Thank you very much. Have a great time. Bye.